Today's lesson is variables and equations. Today we're going to start using the equal sign in our with variables. It does not mean we're finding out what the variable equals yet. That's the next lessons. But right now we're just discussing what an equation is. An equation is a mathematical sentence with an equal sign. All right? An equation with one or more variables is an open sentence. That means we don't know what x and y or whatever variable is yet. We don't know what it is. It's an open sentence. And a solution of an equation is a value for the variable that makes an equation true. So, today we're going to plug in or substitute numbers for the equation to see if it's a true statement. That's what we're doing today. Our next lessons will be what does x equal, and this is how you get there. But right now, they'll give you a number, and we're going to check and see if it's a true or a false statement. So, that's example 3. So we're going to go to example 1. Here it is. All right. So, it says example 1, state whether the equation is a true or false or an open sentence. Remember, an open sentence has a variable. So we're going to check and see if they're true or not. So 6 plus 12 is 18 equals 18. Well, since that's a yes, that's a true statement. 6 equals 4 plus 7 is 7. 4 plus 3 is 7. 6 does not equal 7, so that's a false statement. C. I have a variable on the left-hand side and a variable on the right-hand side, so it's a variable, so that is an open sentence. Some put OS for open sentence. D, 9 minus 7 is 2 equals 3. No, it does not, so that's a false. E, it has a variable, so it's an open sentence. And then for you who cannot read that, F is 4 times 5 equals 20. So then you do your 4 times 5. 4 times 5 is 20 equals 20, and that is a true statement. Now let's look at 2. Example 2. Okay, so this time we're going to write our own equation, but you look and see what they say to do on this one. It says on A, and then tell me if it's true, false, or an open sentence. So it says 9 times, so 9 times, we'll do the time sign right now. We'll change it if we need to. The opposite of 5, well, there's 5, and the opposite of 5 is negative 5. And since it's a second number, put a parenthesis around it. Is always the equal sign. 45. Okay, so then you do your math. You go 9 times negative 5 is negative 45, and that equals 45. No, it doesn't. Negative 45 and 45 are opposites, so it's a false statement. All right, let's look at another one. 20 minus x. Remember, it's not more than or less than. It's just a minus sign. So you go 20 minus x is, that equals 3. Now, is that a true statement, a false statement, or open statement? Well, it has a variable, so it would be open statement. Open sentence. All right, let's check out examples 3 and 4. Okay, example 3, it says, is 30, so they gave you your number 30, a solution of the equation. So they're saying, is 30, if you put it in for x, will it be a true statement? So it's 170 plus 30 equals 200. So then you do 170 plus 30, which is 200. 200 equals 200. And yes, it is a solution. If they don't equal, then it's a false solution. Or no, it's not a solution. Okay. Another way they might write it is 8 plus t equals, and then they give you something over on this one, and this one says 2 times t. And then they give you a semicolon. That semicolon is saying the number after it is separate from the equation. This one is going to equal your variable. So the number is going to equal whatever the variable is. So they're saying that 1 equals t. So then you're going to substitute it for t. So it's going to be 8 plus 1 equals 2 times 1, because that's the equation on this one, equals. So 8 plus 1 is 9, equals 2 times 1, which is 2. Is that a true statement? 9 does not equal 2, so it does not equal. So that's a no. All right. We're going to write our own equation this time. Okay, so you're going to look at, before the question, you want to look at the sentence they talk about. A diver's equipment weighs 35 pounds. So, this next sentence is the diver, so I made D my diver, D, plus the equipment, which is 35 pounds, weighs 165. Okay, so here's the first part of it. The second part of it is looking at your question. Can the diver's weight be 200 pounds? So what you're going to do is you're going to plug this number into the diver's weight. So it will be 200 plus 35 equals 165. Then you go 235 equals 165. No, it doesn't. So it would be no. All right. Goodbye. See you later.